Intopia is the ultimate in a communal learning experience.
Intopia is definitely not just a simulation, it's very real.
Intopia is unique for everybody. What you learn out of the course is going to be 100% different from what another person in the same course is going to learn.
And Intopia, you're constantly making decisions. There are always things you have to be working on or trying to refine to be successful.
Intopia is a very sophisticated business simulation looking at the global computer business that allows groups of 4 students to manage their own company in competition with a dozen other companies.
So Intopia is different than the average classroom because there's no lectures, there's no books, it's just action. It's just action learning.
Intopia differs partly because it is so broad. It brings so many different aspects of the curriculum together in an integrated fashion.
The simulation setting is very different from the classroom setting. I wanted to kind of get the academic experience and more so the people experience, and I think the simulation does a pretty good job of balancing the two.
Intopia was a good practice session before starting our work next year.
We meet one evening a week. The norm is they spend that evening both developing their own strategies and then doing lots of negotiations with other companies. Everyone has established offices. We take over essentially the 2nd and 3rd floor of Gerlach Hall.
The boiler room that we had was a lot of fun. We tried to have it be a balance of getting everything done, but at the same time recognizing that it's not something that we could do in 20 minutes. It was a set of tasks that were going to take us a number of hours, so we tried to have fun with it.
They really get engrossed in the competition.
Competition really brings out the best in you because it gives you different avenues to think about.
You're not just talking about concepts that are competitive, you're talking through them while you're being competitive, and at the end of the day, your grade is based on how you do competitively. I think it's just another great way that you can learn a lot about people.
You know, we know that theory is important. We want to share theories with students, but when we just explain theories, that's theories in search of application. The way they encounter the world in business is a series of problems.
One key takeaway I have is the team aspect. We work in teams of 4 on my Intopia team, and I think that the conversation and how we come to conclusions and decisions has been very important.
Each company at the end of the semester does a presentation for the rest of the class.
Throughout the semester, you're seeing teams do things. And then at the end, they kind of pull the curtain up and they tell you what they were thinking.
It was also helpful for us to bounce our ideas during presentation to a room full of 13 different companies, all smart people in those companies.
And we were able to sort of capture value, but even
I would say that my biggest takeaway from Intopia is not being afraid to ask questions. One of the things that's pretty intimidating as a business school student is the expectation that when you graduate you have all the answers. And I think one of the things that we learn here at Fisher that I would hope everybody learns nationally at business school is meant to be a foundation of knowledge, a network that you build such that you're comfortable asking questions to get to the answer.
My overall experience in Intopia, 1, very challenging and intense, and 2, it was eye-opening. I learned a lot of things in Intopia, things about how good I am, how good I'm not, both sides of the coin from a personal capability basis, how good my peers are, how good the school and the class is, what kind of competition am I looking at in the future going out of business school into the real world. It is the best class that I've taken at Fisher till now.
I think the biggest thing that I've worked on here are my interpersonal negotiation skills, both managing up, managing down with customers, clients.
It's a lot of work for me, but I engage with students in a way that I never could otherwise. I get to know them on a personal level that simply doesn't happen in the classroom any other way. So for me, it's a wonderful experience to see them learn, to see them grow, to see them develop. It's a lot of fun for me, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun for them.